Hello and welcome to the finals of the Clutch Chess International Chess Tournament, and it's Magnus Carlsen taking on Fabiano Caruana, the current number one and number two players in the world. So it will be a 12 game finals, and the time control will be 10 minutes per player for all the moves, 5 second per move increment from move 1. So there will be no draw offers allowed before the move 60. So now let's check out the third game. The first and second games ended up in draws. Magnus is playing white and Fabiano is playing with the black pieces. So now let's get started. So playing white, Magnus opens with d4 and knight to f6 replies Carlsen, and bishop to f4 and d5, e3 and c5. Now knight to f3. We are now having a queen pawn game London system on the board. So knight to c6 replies Fabi. Now knight b to d2. So knight to h5 attacking the bishop on f4. Now d takes the c5 pawn and knight into f4. E takes the f4 knight. Now queen to a5, bringing the queen into the game and at the same time attacking pawn on c5. So here Carlsen plays bishop to d3, further developing his pieces. Now queen takes the c5 pawn, and now Carlsen castles and Fabi plays g6 preparing for castling, and now knight to b3 attacking the queen on c5. Now queen to d6 attacking the pawn on f4. Now Carlsen defends the pawn with queen to d2. Now bishop to g7, Fabi preparing for castling, and c4 controlling the center. Now Fabi castles, rook f e1, further developing his pieces. Now bishop to g4, Fabi also developing his pieces. Now queen b3. Now Fabi decides to take the knight on f3. So here Carlsen plays queen into f3 instead of taking g into f3. Magnus goes for queen to f3, and now e6 by Fabi, and h4 further developing his pieces. He's planning to launch an attack. Carlsen is planning to launch an attack on the king side. Now Fabi defends with h5, stopping further development. Now g3 by Carlsen. Now rook f to e8, rook a d1 and a6, stopping Carlsen's bishop from playing b5, and knight to d2 by Carlsen. Now b5. So now knight to e4 attacking the queen. So here if Fabi plays d into e4, then Carlsen will play bishop to e4. So when Fabi moves his queen, then he'll definitely lose more pieces here. So Fabi didn't take the knight with the d5 pawn. So instead what he plays here is queen to d7, and now knight to g5. Carlsen slowly developing, launching an attack. Now rook a to d8 and bishop to c2, and now b4 by Fabi, and now bishop to a4. B takes the c3 pawn and b takes c3. Now queen to c8. Carlsen plays f5. He's giving up a pawn to further develop his pieces. So g takes the f5 pawn, and now c4. Now knight to d4. Here Fabi is planning to exchange further pieces. Now by playing knight to d4, Fabi's rook on e8 is also under threat. Now Carlsen decides to take the knight on d4 by playing rook into d4. Now bishop into d4. Now bishop takes the rook on e8 and rook into e8. Now here Carlsen plays queen into h5, further developing his pieces, and here the position is better for Carlsen. Now here Fabi plays queen. Now here Carlsen decides to go for c takes the d5 pawn. So here the better move for Fabi was queen into g3 check, but Fabi didn't play this move. That would have the position would have been much better for Fabi had he played queen into g3, but what he played instead was rook to e7. And now Carlsen takes the e6 pawn, d into e6 and f6, attacking the knight on g5. Now here Carlsen plays queen to g6 check. Now king to f8, knight to f3 and bishop to c3, attacking the rook. Now rook lays c1 and rook into e6, knight to d4, attacking the rook. At the same time, Carlsen is planning to attack the bishop on c3. So in reply, Fabi plays rook to b6 and now queen to h6 check, king to h8, king to g8 and then queen to e3. So here it was in this position on move 37 that Fabi resigned the game, because he will further lose his bishop on c3. His bishop is under attack. Fabi cannot play rook to c6 because his knight is here. Carlsen's knight is here, so he cannot play that move to defend the bishop on c3. So Fabi will further lose this full piece. So it was in this position Fabi designed the game. Hope you all enjoyed the game. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.